Sonic screwdrivers, fact or fiction? Aaron at the office was watching a video about whether or not sonic screwdrivers were fact or fiction, or whether they were even feasibly possible. And the particular video, which I'm not going to link to, said that they were fiction, but got a lot of the things wrong. And so I wanted to address some of the lore behind the sonic screwdriver and whether or not it was feasibly possible. So I hold in my hand a working prototype of a sonic screwdriver, and the link to it is on Amazon in the description. Now, it just makes a noise and glows a little blue, but the particular blue that it glows is UV light, so it will in fact make UV ink respond, and it comes with the stuff to do that. You can actually say, write a message with the pen attachment and then decode it using the sonic screwdriver. Now, when you've got something like a sonic screwdriver, what you're really saying is, what would you name a device so that anybody, anywhere in time and space, knows what it is? Well, screwdriver is kind of a universal thing. It wouldn't matter what year it was, we'd know what a screwdriver was. So imagine you're trying to pick a name, and you have a device and it makes this funny noise, and it's useful and it just does a lot of different things, like a screwdriver that pries and turns things and such. So you'd probably pick a name that worked everywhere. And that's what it really boils down to, is that the sonic screwdriver is telepathically linked to the TARDIS. And the TARDIS does language translation automatically for the people who are traveling in the TARDIS. So sonic screwdriver is probably not so much about being sonic, like hypersonic or ultrasonic. It makes a noise and it's a useful tool. So sonic screwdriver, something short and easy to convey. As far as the potential of the technology to actually work, imagine that this UV emitter is actually just a broad spectrum electromagnetic emitter, and that it could emit any frequency with nearly any amount of strength because it's powered by the TARDIS remotely or some other mechanism. We don't really know how it's powered. But the calculations for how we were going to actually do whatever we were going to do were handled by the TARDIS, and that the settings were telepathically linked, so that you'd say, I'd really like to think about how I'm going to do this thing. TARDIS would say, okay, this is what you want to do. Your screwdriver is now programmed to emit the appropriate sound or electromagnetic frequency as a beam to do that. That would give you the potential to do a lot of very powerful things with a very small device, because as long as you had an electromagnetic emitter that could do anything from light to gamma rays to X-rays to an EM pulse, you could do just about anything with a sonic screwdriver with just the push of a button. So in my view, it isn't current reality, but even the $35 toy is a pretty good prototype of how one would work.